Alright, nice. We're all done with the main campaign and we're going to jump into the Yuffie DLC episode intermission. Fuck yeah. New game. Default settings are good. We'll probably want to change... what is that? Oh yeah, default X and Y axis is good. The settings should be the same as the base game, so that'll be fine. Normal mode, we can't select hard, obviously, until we beat it. Here we go. This opening cutscene is awesome.
Well, guys, your girl finally made it to Midgar. You got this, Yuffie. My name is Yuffie, materia hunter and elite special forces operative for the new Wutai government. I have orders to infiltrate Shinra headquarters and steal their ultimate materia. To prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Members of Avalanche! With your full support, we got this! So, members of Avalanche, where are you? Come get me already! Okay, if I was a man in a Moogle hat... Huh? Wait, does this mean what I think it does? Interesting. So, I gotta come to you, do I? You got some nerve.
Alright, hell yeah, brand new adventure with a new character named Yuffie. And she's from the original Final Fantasy VII. She's a secret optional character that you don't really get to know a whole lot about compared to some of the other characters. So I never had like a great attachment for her when I played the original, but this DLC made me fall in love with her. She's a great character. And now I'm really excited for Rebirth and her role as she joins the team, Cloud and the others. I'm excited to see how that's all going to pan out. How are they going to meet? Let's check a couple of things. But yeah, we're going to want to get our DLC items. Nice, we even have the Cackstar weapon for Yuffie, which is the only DLC item here that costs extra money, but I shelled out the bucks to get that, so we've got everything. So we'll just take all the DLC items and we'll be able to use these if we want. I'm not going to rely heavily on them because some of them are cheap, especially Carbuncle. We won't be using Carbuncle. But we will use Cackstar because this is the only way that you can access Yuffie's fourth weapon. So that's pretty hot. Pretty good stuff. But we're not going to use that yet. We'll start out with her basic weapon. The 4-point shuriken. We're going to want to learn the weapon ability. Exploit an enemy's weakness with an elemental ninjutsu attack. Okay, easy enough. Element in ninjutsu. Set an element to enhance and use for ninjutsu attacks. We'll examine that as we go into battle here. The 4-point shuriken, an oversized throwing star used by ninja from Wutai. Okay, that's weird grammar. Not used by a ninja from Wutai, used by ninja from Wutai. Okay. Let's see, do we have any other materia that we Yeah, there's lots of materia here. Okay. Assess, steal, deadly dodge, parry. I like all those. I don't know. We probably don't really need steel right now, actually. Synergy isn't going to come in handy till we get sewn on. We don't really need the other elements, but I think we'll start leveling them up, so let's get those equipped. Let's go with lightning as well. As far as summons, we have the 3 DLC summons available to us. I'll go with Cactuar because the Cactstar weapon that Yuffie has, it's very thematic, so we'll give that to her. And again, we may not even end up using that, but we'll get a little stat buff from it. These are all kind of OP to use early game, all these accessories, DLC accessories, so we'll stay away from those. And these armor pieces aren't as good as the ninja armlet, actually, so we could use them if we wanted to, but obviously we're going to stick with the ninja armlet. Alright, so that's all set up. We can do a couple upgrades right away. At least one upgrade. We can do 2 upgrades. Let's go with... Thievery. AP up is really good. Holy shit. Attack power is always nice, but that's only a 3-point increase. We gotta go with AP up. That's massive. Increase the amount of AP earned from enemies. That's huge. That's a no-brainer. And we get one more. Thievery allows us to use Mug. I'm kind of tempted to go with that. I think we're gonna need ice more than anything in this upcoming portion, so let's apply Ice Ninjutsu to her circle ability. We got Art of War, Windstorm, Ice Ninjutsu, and maybe we could go Assess, or we could go with Magic. I think we'll do Assess, because then we just won't ever have to go into the menu during battle at all. There we go. I think this basic setup should get us through most of the early game fights in this opening segment without ever having to enter the menu. We got 4,000 gil to start us out as well. That's good. Just want to quickly check my gameplay settings to make sure things are to my liking, but they should be the same as the base game. Yeah, I can tell already they're the same. Okay, we're good to go. Too bad we don't have First Strike. Yuffie strengths. Yuffie can fight effectively both up close and from range. Press square to strike a foe with her throwing star. Hold square to continue attacking while putting distance between her and the enemy. Precision defense. Guarding just before an enemy lands a hit will greatly reduce the damage Yuffie takes.
Guess you're never far from a rat in Midgar. Let's see what you got. Got you now! How you like this?
I don't know if we're going to be able to get that guy staggered so easily, unfortunately.
Well, can't fault
But
you
we
for
did
trying.
exploit the weakness and got them assessed, so that's a start. And we got a little bit of proficiency for the 4-point shuriken as well, so good stuff all around. Yuffie's unique ability. By pressing triangle, Yuffie can hurl her weapon at a target. Press square while it's away from her to perform long-range ninjutsu attacks. The weapon will return to Yuffie automatically after a certain amount of time. To retrieve it sooner, press triangle again. Yeah.
Get ready for the feeding of a lifetime! How you like this? Run like a chocobo? Get lost! Well, that was easy. And my search for the elusive Moogle continues.
Destroy an object. By pressing triangle, Yuffie is capable of destroying Shinra boxes from a distance. Try destroying multiple boxes at once by giving Yuffie the perfect vantage point.
Gotcha!
Bum 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 bum.
Alright, let's see how this plays out.
Bum bum.
I'm unstoppable!
Bum bum. God damn it. I had to dodge that rat attack and then I got hit by that. All good though. Elemental Ninjutsu. The ability Elemental Ninjutsu changes the elemental affinity of Yuffie's square attack while her weapon is away. Though it deals non-elemental damage at first, pressing left and right while the ability is selected will alter the affinity of the attack. Use Elemental Ninjutsu to exploit your enemy's weakness and pound them into submission. So we're going to go with Wind Ninjutsu so that we can exploit the Lesser Drake's weakness to wind for our battle intel.
You're going down!
There we go. Nice.
Got you now! Get lost! With the power of his providence! Hope you learned your lesson.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more tricky to get those rats staggered, but we'll try to do so at some point. I mean, it's not purely necessary. I'm not going for a absolute perfect file. I'm going for like a 100% plus platinum run, but if a couple of staggers are missed, it's not the end of the world.
Huh? No palm. Huh? You okay? Anybody home?
We've seen these weirdos in the base game, these weird cloaked and hooded figures with tattoos on their arms. Definitely a mystery going on there. We saw Sephiroth randomly turn into one late game at the Shinra building, and also early game when we saw Marco, who looks like this, he turned into Sephiroth. So some weird shit with these guys in Sephiroth that we don't understand. Unless you played the original game, I definitely understand, but I'm just talking about it as if we may not know everything that's going on yet. I like how she said no palm when she first saw him. It's like he's got a hood like her, but there's no pom-pom on top. So it's not a playful hood like hers. So she can't trust him.
Oh, well, guess I'm not going anywhere until I get that elevator moving.
Yuffie's throwing star. Yuffie's weapon can be used to strike more than just crates. Try tossing it at hard-to-reach objects, such as distance switches. Like that.
I never cease to amaze myself.
She's definitely quite sure of herself. She's a pretty amazing ninja, so...
Think you can take me? Got you now! You need to chill!
Easy,
All
nice.
in a day's work.
We got the elemental ninjutsu ability right away. Let me see. Do we get any more AP? No? Okay. I'm not going to switch to the Cackstar weapon just yet. I want to get through the opening segment of the game with her first weapon at least.
Gotcha.
Nice, we'll take that HP up materia for sure. I like that they added the ability to slide down poles in this DLC. I hope there's a lot more of that kind of acrobatics in Rebirth. I think there will be.
This town's a total dump. I thought Midgar was supposed to be the marvel of the modern world. Talk about false advertising. City of Mako? City of garbage, more like.
Come on, Yuffie, you're just seeing the outskirts of the slum. You're not seeing the magnificent upper plate. That's where the real marvel is of the modern world. Of course, down in the slums on the outskirts especially, it's a trash heap, industrial wasteland.
Gotcha!
Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum.
I gotta do something.
Okay, another hooded figure. Looks like he's getting attacked by some wolves.
You'll do the trick. Come on down.
We're gonna use this crane to create a bridge.
Gotcha! Sweet! Now to save the day.
Oh yeah, and we can slide down the fire pole. Also, it's funny because Yuffie never dresses as a Moogle in the original game. So they start this DLC out and she's dressed as a Moogle. We'll have to wait and see if she reveals her true costume.
Have no fear! Yuffie's here! Got you now! You're going down! I'm just getting started! You're mine, punk! Gotcha! Got you now!
Okay, let's see, we gotta get an assessment. And of course they're weak to ice.
Do your worst!
You know what? I'm gonna let her ATB build up a little bit. Because I want to get this weakness exploited. So let's go with Ice Ninjutsu. Could have used the shortcut command for that. Oh well. There we go, we got the weakness exploited for the Wayward Wolf.
So... not even a thank you?
Hey, what's up, man? He's having a rough day. On the map screen, you can check your current scenario, objective, and view the lay of the land. didn't actually mean to enter the map. Meant to enter the menu. And we'll take a look at the enemy intel. We've got the Wayward Wolf fully filled out. Defeated, assessed, staggered, exploited. These two, we've got everything except for stagger, and this one's filled out completely as well, Lesser Drake. Not a bad start to our enemy intel. Another secret materia up here, I believe. Yeah, what do we get? Poison or something? Time? Wind, okay, nice. Boom 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 ba 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 ba. Make sure there's no more chests over there, but I think we're in the clear. I think we get a bunch of gil from this chest. What is it, 5,000, 10,000, 1,000, okay. Wishful thinking. Still, not too shabby. Random little ledge we can walk on over here for no reason. Ba, ba, ba. They did such a great job with this arrangement of Yuffie's theme too. I really love it. It's pretty hokey and silly in the original, but they did such a magnificent job of making it epic right here. Number 16.
This is too weird.
She's coming into this unknown city with all these weird hooded figures.
You got this!
It's good she's not letting it deter her. And we're in Scrap Boulevard.
Gotcha!
An area we've spent much time in Chapter 3, and a little bit in Chapter 4 as well.
Huh, okay.
Tifa,
That rotten egg smell's gone.
Cloud obviously.
Must have gotten used to it.
Spent some time here with Wedge in Chapter 4.
I'll be working for Shinra next. Nice try, Midgar.
It's cool coming in from the outskirts.
I'm talking to myself. City's getting to me.
I remember the first time I walked in here and then realized where I was. It was like, oh shit!
Gotcha!
Should be a special materia here, I believe. MP up, okay. There's an ice materia there in the base game, so it's a nice little Easter egg that there is also materia there in Yuffie. And here we are, arriving in Sector 7 slums.
Did you just come from any monster troubles, or...?
Came from outside the city, hell yeah.
Monsters have been acting strange since the bombings. Don't go
Not
letting
gonna be
your
good
guard
for
down,
any of us.
okay?
It's cool how this entire first game takes place in Midgar, but Yuffie came from the outside world.
The fires have been successfully extinguished. The situation is under control, and the people of our fair city need not worry about any additional complications. We are in the process of conducting a full forensic investigation, but we suspect the device used was similar to that employed in the attack on Mako Reactor 1.
Oh, what do we have here? Man, that's gotta be Avalanche. Not bad. Not bad at all. But I can do better.
Yuffie?
Oh, that's why she said no
There's our palm.
palm. Yeah.
So, you're Avalanche?
I'm Jija. Follow me.
Wait up!
It's our boy Chadley.
Why didn't you come meet me before?
I figured
He
an
has nothing to
elite
say yet.
W agent could find their own way.
I may be elite, but it's not like I've ever been to Midgar. And what exactly is a W anyway?
Anyone who lives where you just came from. Think of it as a code name. Still can't believe they sent a kid to do this job.
This kid could kick your ass!
Saying you're a fresh face is all.
Blue materia.
Oh,
Blue
don't
materia.
worry. I know exactly what you're saying.
Give me a break, will ya?
And let you walk all over me?
Well, here we are. Ladies first.
From the news, they didn't get caught.
Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse.
And when they do,
So we just saw Scarlet's report after the Sector 5, Reactor 5 bombing, rather. So we know what place, at what point we are in the timeline of the normal story. Cloud and Tifa and Barrett and these three here just successfully bombed Mako Reactor 5. Cloud, unfortunately, didn't make it out with the rest of the team and fell into the slums below, but only to land in Aerith's garden, so we can assume that Cloud is currently with Aerith. Probably at the church, or maybe somewhere in Sector 5, or at her house by now. That's kind of what's going on in the timeline. It's cool. Yuffie's here simultaneously, but she never actually crosses paths with our heroes. Except for these three. We do encounter these three a little bit. Can't talk to them right now, but we will be able to later on. Alright, so we have a meeting with Avalanche. Yuffie is from the Wutai province and city, and they were for a long time Wutai was at war with Midgar and Shinra. Eventually Wutai lost, and they're kind of subservient to Shinra now. But some of the free people of Wutai, like Yuffie, would like to reclaim their independence, so she's one of the freedom fighters in Wutai, fighting against Shinra, and it just so happens that Avalanche is also fighting against Shinra, so she's really interested in meeting Avalanche and trying to join forces with them to take down Shinra. But there are many sects of Avalanche, and this is the sect that she's been matched up with, not the sect containing Barrett, Tifa, Biggs, Wedge, Jesse, and now Cloud, so it's interesting that she's partnering with Avalanche, but she's not had the opportunity to meet our main cast of characters yet. But here we are in an Avalanche base in Sector 7, separate from Barrett's sect.
These two are Billy Bob and Polk. And that's Nayo.
Hi. My name is Yuffie, materia hunter
Oh,
and
here she
elite
goes.
special forces operative for the new Wutai government. I have orders to infiltrate Shinra HQ and steal their ultimate materia. To prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Members of Avalanche, with your full support, we got this.
Ready to rumble, huh?
You better believe it. So, did you guys meet Sonon yet? He was
love
supposed to be
that.
here.
Yeah,
cute.
we got in 3 days ago.
He's out on the town as we speak. Really seems to be enjoying it here.
Oh, he does he?
You, got any
I
bags?
love Sonon. Can't wait to meet him.
Ninjas always travel light. It's like a rule. But I did bring these, Wutai's famous Dachao beans. Eat up. And here you go.
oh,
Goddamn.
can you eat these things? Guess you do.
Sheesh, you ninjas are insane.
Do me a favor, Yuffie, and wait here for Sonon. I gotta head out. Your ID should be ready for pickup by now.
Then why don't I join ya?
Nah, I got this. Besides, you reek of trouble.
Huh?
Oh, Yuffie. So they throw you into this avalanche base with these strange new characters and this weird music that's never been heard before in Final Fantasy, and you're like, what the hell? Am I even playing Final Fantasy 7 right now? But it quickly brings us back to the regular themes and music that we're familiar with.
You must be tired from your trip. Why don't you get some rest?
With all the noise in this city, ain't freaking possible. How about you tell me where in the Shinra building they're keeping that materia instead? Don't hold out on me now. I know you know.
Actually, I kind of don't. At least, not an exact location. All I know is that Shinra, for most purposes, treats materia as a weapon. Which means the Advanced Weaponry Division probably deals with it. And since that's in the basement...
I see. So, Shinra hides its top secret materia in the basement.
Underneath the slums. Down in...
You won't have to wait much longer, my precious. I promise.
Just be careful, will you? Please? Oh yeah, you should introduce yourself to Billy Bob. He knows a thing or two about the Shinra building.
What's that place called? Deep Ground? Yeah, there's the Deep Ground facilities. There's a lot of secret weird shit going on down there. Arguably even weirder than what Hojo's doing up in the penthouses. Up in the penthouse labs.
Sonon's still not back? Must be in Wall Market then.
What's Wall Market?
Let's just say it's a place for people with mature tastes.
Mature tastes.
There's lots of different establishments. It's kinda hard to explain.
No, I think I get it. Like bars filled with smoke so thick you can't even see, and drinks so bitter you want to spit them right back out. Where everyone gets drunk and complains about how kids just don't understand the value of hard work. They'll be the death of society. Ugh, how can they not see that they're the ones destroying it? Wutai's got a place like that, where grown-ups drink their lives away. It's called the Happy Turtle.
Interesting. There's a Happy Turtle in Midgar as well.
Huh?
I don't know where exactly because I've never actually been, but I do see their flyers from time to time.
You do, huh? Oh, they're taking down Midgar one citizen at a time. I salute you, Happy Turtle.
Come to think of it, there's a man who goes around putting up flyers for the bar. People call him Old Snapper, and he doesn't dress like your average Midgar male. Might be from Wutai.
I gotta find him. Man deserves some Dachau beans.
Alright. Yeah, these three are actually pretty cool. They grow on you.
My teeth.
You're welcome. So the materia I'm looking for is in the Shinra building, right? And where is that exactly?
Ignorance truly is bliss, huh?
What did you just say?
Oh, didn't mean to offend you. Of course, you probably knew this already, but there's a whole other city built on the plate above us. Shinra building's right in the middle. You can't miss it.
Oh, that one. Why didn't you say so?
Now, if you want to get topside, you first gotta get out of the slums. And for help with that, you should talk to Polk.
Billy Bob. Each of them has two pretty long spiels, so that was Billy Bob's first. We'll hear his second. Sadly, there's no evidence that these characters ever make it out of the Sector 7 explosion, the plate collapse. So that may be their fate, that they get crushed under the plate. We don't know. Maybe they'll be in Rebirth, who knows? Actually, wait, I think I did see some of them in the previews, now that I think of it. But we'll have to see and confirm that.
You know about the VR combat simulation module, right?
Huh? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I?
What a liar.
It's that thing that stimulates modulation.
Kinda. It's a machine that puts you in a virtual world where you can practice fighting all you want. There's even a portable version of it. Guy around the corner has one.
Uh-huh.
Chadley.
Hardly ever see technology that cutting edge down here. So what do you say? Want to try it?
I really don't have time to be playing around with some stimulator. But just to be polite, I guess I'll take it for a spin.
Sounds like a potentially dirty joke.
The guy's name is Chadley. He's over by the neighborhood watch. If you ever feel like some virtual training, I'm sure he'd be happy to help.
You look kind of nervous.
I just want to make sure I have the plan down pat. You know, like how to get up top and all that.
Well, if you had an ID, you'd normally just take the train up there. But with all the commotion going on, that's not really an option. Security's on high alert. If you ask me, your best bet is to sit tight and wait for things to settle down some.
Sit tight, but I want to go now.
Be my guest then. Go get killed.
Harsh.
Harsh.
Now he's going to teach us how to play Fort Condor, which is an awesome new minigame for the Yuffie DLC.
You look about ready to die of boredom. Want to play Fort Condor?
Fort Condor?
I should have known. It hasn't been out long, so there's no way you W's would have heard of it.
Yes I have. And what's more, I'm awesome at it.
Such a
I'll
liar.
whoop you so hard you'll wonder if you ever knew the rules.
For my benefit, then. Let me go over them.
To be fair, she has played Fort Condor before, because we've played Fort Condor before. But, chronologically, she would not have ever played it yet. A beginner's guide to Fort Condor, confirm. The basics: Fort Condor is a board game where you employ units and materia to destroy your opponent's headquarters. Before play begins, let's select a loadout. Loadouts. You can select what board to use, which will determine the number of ATB charges and materia available to you, along with the units you wish to deploy. Check what units and board your opponent plans to use and adjust accordingly. Your opponent, the opposition's board, and unit loadout is displayed on the right. Each unit has a weakness that can be exploited for massive damage, therefore keep in mind which units your opponent is using when selecting yours. Begin the match. You can't edit your board or units at the moment, so press X to start. Alright, well, we can't edit anything, so let's get going. This first match will be a breeze. It's pretty easy. Gets way harder than this, so this will be nothing for us. The basics: when the game begins, both you and your opponent will each have 3 bases, a headquarters, and 2 outposts. To win the match, you must either destroy your opponent's headquarters or have more bases left standing when the timer runs out. Units will automatically march forward and engage enemies once they have been deployed. Each unit cost. Each unit has an ATB cost required to place it on the board. Your ATB charges, which refill over time, can be viewed at the top of the screen. So they're coming this way, we're going to go the other way and try and get in on their base. Units. Deployment. Move the cursor to the spot you wish to deploy a unit, then press X to begin selecting the unit you want. To change the drop location, press cancel and reselect. Combat. A unit is assigned one of 3 roles: Vanguard, Ranged, or Defense. Pay close attention to these roles as they determine what enemies a unit will be effective against. Vanguard units are effective against ranged units are effective against defense units are effective against Vanguard units. It's kind of a little bit of a rock, paper, scissors scenario. Basically, Vanguard is like your strong attack, ranged, and then defense. So those are your three types. One trumps the other in a circular round robin. Advantage and disadvantage. A unit's role is displayed above them. When placing the unit on the board, enemy troopers that are at a disadvantage will be highlighted. A diagram that illustrates the relationship between the 3 roles can also be viewed at any time during a match. The front line. You can move the cursor anywhere within your own territory and as far as your farthest unit has advanced. Extend the front line deeper into enemy territory to press the advantage. Okay, I know all this already, so it's a bit redundant and exhausting reading all of these descriptions, but I'm just trying to be fully thorough with all of this playthrough stuff. Okay. Nice, so that turret took care of that unit that was coming in there. Get a slug ray going. Magic attacks, materia. Materia allows you to use powerful spells during a match. Press L1 to select a location to cast your magic. Once you've made your decision, press X to unleash the attack. Offensive spells work differently in Fort Condor in that they do not deal elemental damage. Instead, each spell has its own unique attack pattern. Spells can only be used once per battle, so knowing when and where to cast them is key. Yeah, this green slug ray will do well against that defensive unit. Now we've got all 3 of our units coming in. Do a guard dog, that'll help attack. And we just used fire. Ow, what? They took those guys out? Wow, that was unexpected. Okay, no worries. Too bad I was actually just about to heal. Oh, I see. He used his magic to take all my guys out. That's what happened right there. Smart move, smart move. But it's not going to matter in the long run. We're going to win. Heal him up and keep the party rolling. We're about to take out the headquarters. Just fire all of our offensive attacks on there. He'd be smart to use his other magic attack right now, but he didn't. Easy. Victory! Round 1 of Fort Condor, the very first preliminary round. We'll have much tougher opponents throughout Sector 7 coming up. Rewards though, we got the sentry gun prototype defensive unit and a Condor coin, which is a form of currency we can spend a little bit later in the chapter as well. Nice.
Damn, Yuffie, how'd you do that? You totally kicked my ass.
You mean you didn't lose on purpose? Wow.
Well, if you're looking for a challenge, the Undercity's got no shortage of serious players.
I've kinda got better things to do.
Sure about that? Word is, if you beat the Grandmaster, you can win some serious cash. Materia, too.
Materia?
That's right. But you should know, the hardcore competitors won't give you the time of day till you've proven yourself.
Whatever. Bring it on!
Nice, we got the Sorcerer board 1 obtained and the
All this talking's
Trooper
giving me a
Vanguard obtained.
headache.
Another
I'm
unit.
gonna go do some recon.
I won't stop you. Just don't go too far, okay?
Hey, you up for a round of Fort Condor?
No, we don't need to do that again.
Sure?
I don't know why he's got a Discovery Quest icon above his head. Mastering Fort Condor. Okay. So he started the Discovery Quest. I didn't realize that it was actually a Discovery Quest to master Fort Condor. I must have done that. I obviously did that. I have done that. I just didn't realize that it was a Discovery Quest. Okay, so... Nice. So we've unlocked the Discovery Quest, and that's just indicating that he's part of that quest. We won't finish that quest till we defeat the Grand Master, which we'll definitely work our way towards. Should be a weapon in here, probably Yuffie's second weapon, maybe Sonon's weapon. Yeah, Yuffie's second weapon, the boomerang. Including the Cackstar, she has 4 weapons, so we now have 3 of the 4. Okay, we'll rest at the bench. Now things open up quite dramatically. There's a lot to explore and do around Sector 7 before we advance the narrative. Tons of Fort Condor matches, side quests, special purchases, Easter eggs, a whole bunch of stuff that we're going to take care of before we advance the narrative. So we'll be doing that for a little while, and yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.